All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. In this video, we're going to be in the lightweight division again. This time, Gervonta Tank Davis gets an offer from Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy for the Ryan Garcia fight. Let's talk about what he had to say about Floyd and Al Haymon's part in the deal in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. In this video, we're going to be in the lightweight division talking about Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia, two of the biggest name fighters in the division. And Oscar De La Hoya is sounding like he's trying to make Ryan Garcia's wishes come true and set up a fight for Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia in November. However, what he said that he wants to do in order to make the fight, I don't know. Some of it I think I can hear him on. I feel him on. Other parts, not so sure. But before I get into that, though, welcome back to the channel, subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your continued support of the channel. If you're a longtime subscriber and or a recent subscriber, thank you very much. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. All right, so Ryan Garcia, who is not a champion at 135 pounds, but is a big name on social media and is a big draw at the box office, did over 12,000, sold over 12,000 tickets to his fight against Tego in San Antonio a couple months ago. So he's definitely proved that he is a box office guy. He wants to fight Gervonta Davis, and he said, look, I'm not going to let Oscar De La Hoya stand in the way of me getting that mega fight. So Oscar De La Hoya gave an interview to Lance Pugmire and reached out via Fight Hype to Gervonta Davis and said, look, Gervonta, if you're with Floyd, cool. If you're not with Floyd, cool. Doesn't matter to me. However, I want to make a fight, and we want to do it in November, and we want to do it for 50-50 split of the purse, and we can make that fight happen. Right? Now, he also said that when he said, now look, I know that, I don't know if he's a free agent or he's not a free agent. He said, in fact, I hope he stays with Floyd Mayweather Jr. because if Floyd Mayweather Jr. is involved in promoting Gervonta and I'm involved, I being Oscar De La Hoya are involved in promoting Ryan Garcia, then it is going to be a very, very big fight. Just imagine the promotion and the hype for the fight. It is going to be the biggest payday of Gervonta Davis's career, even if it is a 50-50 split. Now, he also went on to say who he thinks would be the holdup for the fight. And he said he does not believe that it is Floyd Mayweather Jr. that would be the holdup to the fight, but it would be Al Haymon who would stop that fight from happening, because Al Haymon feels ill will towards Golden Boy Promotions and would not want to work with Golden Boy Promotions. All right. And also he said, if you do not want to do 50%, 50-50, then look, we'll put 10% on the side. We'll have 45-45, and then the winner of that fight will get the extra 10%. And so there you go. And now his rationale is, look, even though it's 50-50, you can continue to go on and fight for a few $1 million against, against the Rolly Romeros and whoever else they have for you, or you can fight Ryan Garcia and make a gigantic fight, which will be the biggest fight that you can do, the biggest money maker of your career. Now, is that accurate? It probably is. Right? It probably is. Now, at first glance, you would say what Leonard Ellerbe points out to all the time. Look, man, Gervonta Davis is going to be the A side against anybody that he fights at 135 pounds, because he's while Ryan Garcia did 12,000 in San Antonio, and that's good numbers. It's probably bigger numbers than anybody else that lightweight division can do. Gervonta Davis did almost 19,000 in New York, which is significantly higher. And you have Gervonta Davis being the pay-per-view guy and the dude that's selling, that literally is having people pay $79 or whatever it is to see his fights. So who the A side is absolutely correct. However, if I would say if Oscar De La Hoya was serious about that, then Oscar De La Hoya should just say, hey man, how about 10% just go to Tank? We'll go 55-45 and make the fight. That sounds like a lot better scenario than saying, okay, the winner is going to get an extra 10%. Because why would anybody want to be gambling with their money in a, going into a fight? Doesn't make sense. Now, he said also, now this is where the hang up for the fight's going to be, because it doesn't make this, he says, makes sense. I say this makes it sound like you're just trying to make an effort out there in the public to keep Ryan satisfied and keep Ryan from leaving you by saying, oh, well, the fight has to be on DAZN and it has to be on Showtime. Showtime, DAZN can sell tickets for the fight, and Showtime can also air it on their platform. Why would Showtime want to do that? Unless they're going to, of course, unless they're going to put up even money, or if DAZN is going to be putting up the majority of the money, or right. So maybe in that situation, that type of thing could work. I've seen it happen before where HBO and Showtime had both aired the fight between Anthony Joshua and Vladimir Klitschko. One was where Showtime showed it live, and then HBO was able to show the replay later on in the evening. I would say, hey, how about you do that? How about you allow DAZN to show a replay the next morning and have Showtime put the pay-per-view on? But here's the thing, as far as the whole pay-per-view deal, Ryan Garcia is not proven on pay-per-view at all. So even Oscar De La Hoya and those guys getting 50% of the pay-per-view, that's where it goes off, because Ryan Garcia has not been proven to actually sell any pay-per-views. Right now, I do believe in the ticket sales and all of that. No doubt about it, that's going to be off the roof. But how many people are going to actually buy pay-per-views over there on DAZN versus how many are going to buy it on Showtime? That doesn't seem to be a 50-50 type of situation. And I doubt that those guys would be serious about it. I do believe, however, though, that if Oscar De La Hoya was serious about making that fight, I do believe that the PBC, Mayweather Promotions and Leonard Ellerman, those guys would try to do it. They just don't believe that those guys are serious. Yeah, I just don't think that they are actually going to believe that Oscar De La Hoya and those guys are serious about making the fight. So the best way to go about it would probably just to be sending those guys a contract and not talking about it on Fight Hype. But we're gonna see what happens. Hopefully we'll get to see the fight eventually. Obviously before you have that fight, you have Ryan Garcia, who's going to be fighting Javier Fortuna. I think it's at the Crypto Dome. I'm not sure where the Crypto Dome is. Probably, my suspicion is that it'll be in California. But after that, in November, would be a great way to end the year, is to watch Gervonta Davis knock out Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it is what it is. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.